I needed a way to both organize and charge my Oculus Quest 2, and Anker, one of my favorite brands in charging, came up with a solution. Hey everybody, it's Chris from FamilyGeekery, and today I'm taking a look at this Anker charging station for the Oculus Quest 2 or the Meta Quest 2, and I've seen these over the last year or so as I've been shopping for accessories for my Oculus Quest, and it always looked great. It always looked like a perfect solution for me because, I'll be honest with you, I'm not the most organized person, so this thing sometimes would be sitting on the floor next to a power outlet. It's plugged into a phone charger, and these things were kind of just strewn about, and I got tired of that. I kept on seeing this thing over and over again, and it recently dropped in price a little bit, so I went ahead and jumped on it. So let's talk about what it is and what it does. So obviously this is a charging station for your Oculus Quest. Charges both the headset and both of these hand controllers, and it does it all wirelessly, is what they say. Now obviously you have the wire that's going into the back of the unit here that plugs into the wall, but besides that, everything else, you just grab it and go, and when you're done, you sit it in there, it magnetically snaps back into place, and it starts charging again. We've got charging indicators on the front to show if it's charging, if it's not charging, if it's fully charged, so that's great. It's a great all-in-one solution for having it all organized. You throw this up on a desk or on a shelf, and it keeps you organized, it keeps you charged. So let's look at how it charges things. So like I said, one single cable going to the wall, and the rest of the stuff is all done wirelessly. So let's look at these controllers, and what we've got here is some contacts, and we got contacts that mate on this side, and the system itself comes with the battery door to allow this to work. So the battery door replaces the one that comes with it, and there's a rechargeable battery that sits inside. It's got these terminals here that line up with the terminals here, and once you get it in the right place and have it twisted the right way, and it's got a lot of forgiveness to it. You can't have these obviously facing the bottom, but as long as they're somewhere in the right vicinity, you just snap that on, and that should be the only time you have to deal with that. Now once that's on there, you just get it somewhere close to there, and it's going to snap in place. It's going to magnetically shift it so that those contacts make contact. So that works the same way on both. So it comes with two batteries, two extra doors for them. And the nice thing about this is Anker already has a replacement kit for all the small parts that you may need. So there's a replacement kit that they have on Amazon. I'll put a link down below. Comes with two more doors, two more batteries, and the charging adapter over here that I'm about to show you. So when I was looking at this thing over and over again, seeing it pop up on my Amazon feed, I never fully understood, or maybe just didn't take the time on how this thing works. I knew it had to charge somehow, and I figured you just put the thing down here and plug in the USB-C. I thought maybe that this cable here just powers up the unit, and this had a convenient little spot for a USB-C cable and it plugged into the side, but it's a lot easier than that. So you can just grab this thing here, and we've got a little cable in there with a magnetic, almost like the type of magnetic connectors that Apple uses on their laptops. And on your Oculus, you plug in the mating side of this into your USB-C port. So if I pull that out, you'll see what it looks like. Here's the magnetic adapter, and then it's got USB-C on the other side. Now once that's plugged into your Oculus, then really you just set this thing down in here, and it snaps on there, starts charging right away. Now a couple things to note on this. One is you want to turn this thing off all the way before you charge it, and that's just because the charging indicator here will look to see if the headset is drawing more than 150 milliamps. So if it's drawing more than 150 milliamps, it thinks that it's, charging the unit, and that's why it stays amber. If it gets fully charged, but it's still in kind of sleep mode, that sleep mode is still using more than 150 milliamps, so it's going to think it's still charging. So if you have this thing turned all the way off and then plug it in, this will eventually turn green. Now another thing that may be a problem for you is if you use one of the extended battery packs, maybe the strap that has the battery on it and it's plugged into the side, then obviously you're going to have to unplug that, plug in your thing all the time. You're going to have to charge your battery pack separate. This is probably not the perfect solution for you, but that's just if you have some other gadgets hooked up to here that are using that USB-C. Now speaking of gadgets that might use the USB-C, recently on the channel I reviewed these, which are the Anker Soundcore earbuds that use both Bluetooth and a 2.4 gigahertz wireless transmitter, and it's made specifically for this Oculus Quest because this is the transmitter. So it plugs right into the USB-C adapter on the side. So if you're using this, then it may be a problem. But what you can do is, now this isn't something that Anker has specifically said, but this is just a workaround that I found, that if you take the charging adapter out and plug in your earphone adapter, it does have a pass-through port for charging, and if you plug this guy in to here, it's not going to sit perfectly in there, but you can snap it in, have it tilted a little bit, and it is still charging. So I haven't used this particular solution long term, so I don't have any long-term results to tell you. It looks like it will charge through it just fine, and it will save you from unplugging and plugging if you're using these guys, full time with your headset. Now, as far as it goes for the batteries that are included for the controllers, they are marked as nickel metal hydride 1800 milliamp hours. Now, that's not quite as power dense as some of the other rechargeable nickel metal hydrides you can buy. I think the ones that I buy are about 2800 milliamp hours, but the power drain on your handhelds, I think, as far as what I've noticed, is much less than, of course, the Oculus itself. If you're using these more than you can keep this thing charged, then I don't know what the solution would be. That should be plenty to for your play sessions to keep that charged up. So that's about it for this quick review. Let me know in the comments below if you use something like this and how you like it. Do you have one of these? Do you have something different? Also, let me know in the comments below what your favorite game is for the Oculus. I'm looking for some more games, and I'd love to hear your recommendations. So let me know down there what you're playing, what you love to play. So I hope you got something out of this video. Maybe you've been looking at this over and over again and trying to decide if it's something that would work for you. Hopefully my review has showed you whether it's going to work for you or not. If this has helped out at all, I appreciate that like on this video. If you want to see more reviews of stuff like this, then go ahead and smash that subscribe button too. But thank you as always for watching, and until next time, peace out and geek out.